Hey everyone, welcome back to Mike's Italian Grand Adventure. As you can see, I'm not in Italy and I'm not in Arizona or Colorado. I'm actually in southeastern Utah and I'm at one of my favorite pictograph panels. Just show you a little bit of the artwork here. It's about to get into the sun, but you can see all these little people going along and then some big elk or deer. And yeah, really spectacular. And it's in this really spectacular remote setting as well, which is one of the reasons I love coming out here. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about, I had a comment from a friend of mine, Igor. He said that my opening montage didn't make sense for Italy because it had French Polynesia and Colorado, and I agree with him 100%. And the reason is I didn't have any high definition video of Italy. So as soon as I get there, I'll make a new one for sure. So that's for you, Igor. I'll be in Europe in less than 3 weeks, so I'm super excited about that. And I should be in Italy in less than a month. So pretty soon you'll have some new content coming directly from Italy. So today I just wanted to look at some properties in the region surrounding Rome. I'm not really familiar with that area, but I think it would be a great region because it'd be really easy access. So there will be lots of cheap flights to Rome as opposed to, Bari or even Milan or some of the smaller cities in Italy. So if I could find a property somewhere near Rome, that would be fantastic. So let's go to the laptop and take a look at some properties there and see what we find. All right, welcome back. Here we are on the laptop looking at some properties, and Lazio is a huge region. I mean, it surrounds Rome. Take a look here on Google Maps. I mean, here's Rome in the middle, and look at Lazio. It goes all the way north, south, and east. So this is a huge region. There's potential here for finding something that would fit for what I'm looking at. Some benefits would be that it would be easy flights into Rome, as I mentioned. Also, kind of in central Italy, so it's not so far. If I want to go down to Bari or Brindisi and take a ferry over to Croatia or Italy, it wouldn't be too far away. But if I want to go up north to Central Europe, it's not so far away. So this is a really appealing region for me. So let's go take a look here, back in properties. So as you can see, I kind of excluded Rome, obviously. I don't want to live in Rome. I want to live in a smaller town. But look at this area I drew. I mean, it's 18,056 properties. So let's just start taking a look. Again, look at 1.1 million euros. Done, parking included. No need to go any further. Found the place right here, swimming pool. Love it. Just kidding. That's above my my budget. So let's just fit the budget at 80,000 euros, and then let's go ahead and do lowest price first. And these lowest price ones, obviously, a lot of times they're not going to work out, but I'm always looking for a deal. So if that works, that would be great. I'm going to skip by a bunch of these initial ones for sure. In fact, let's kind of look at the map view. So I think once I've sorted these and limited out the price, there should be a pretty good idea of what's available. Let's see. So a lot of these are along the coast, and that's why I kind of drew this polygon, because I wanted to be, along the coast. If I'm going to live in Italy, I'd love to be close to the ocean. I don't have to be on the ocean. In fact, preferably not on the ocean. Maybe these ones down here might be a little more appealing, up in the hills a little bit more. But, if there was something in my budget on the coast, hey, that would be incredible. As I mentioned before, I grew up in the middle of the United States where there's no ocean within, over 1,000 miles or 2,000 miles. So I'm a long ways away from everything. So let's go back to the list view and just kind of see if anything pops up and see what's available. So already we're at 65,000 euros. So I guess, did I sort these by price? It's shown by relevance. Let's switch this back to price. Okay, there we go. So let's just kind of scroll down. This is a little intriguing. Just a portal into a wall. Let's take a quick look at that guy. Let's see what's going on. 10 photos. Let's see what they are. 2-room flat. Okay. Looks pretty rough and probably not gonna work out. Okay, let's just go back here then. And again, these guys, I think most of these are judicial sale again. So these are gonna be auctions. In fact, that's showing that same doorway. So apparently that's an auction, and here it is again. So we'll see. That looks a little too modern for me. Let's scroll down. I'd like something. You know what? Actually, based on how many they have here, I'm gonna use this sort, and I'm gonna use my buddy Rob's suggestion, not to 2 bathrooms, and let's just go to terrace. That kind of fits in what I'm looking for. Every time I've done that search by terrace, I've seen a bunch of properties that are in hill towns, and that just for some reason screams Italy to me. So that's what's appealing to me. So okay, no, these are not. These ones here. Again, I talked about these kind of apartment building things. I'd like something that's kind of historic a little bit. So let's just keep scrolling down and see. We're only 24,000. That looks out in the country. I didn't sort by country or close to city, but again, apartment building, probably a separate building. Nothing on this page. Let's move to the next page and just see what we have. Wow, look at that, 30,000. It's an apartment in this building, but still, I'm guessing it's kind of outside of town a little bit. Again, for those who have seen my other videos, I'm really looking for something I can walk to a coffee shop and get an espresso in the morning and a pastry and then restaurants nearby and walking. I don't want to have to drive anywhere. I don't have this idyllic idea of a villa in the country in the side of Tuscany or something like that. I'd like to be kind of in a historic city. So these ones are kind of looking a little rough, and I'm guessing probably a bunch of these are like on the outskirts of Rome probably. So maybe I'm going to have to narrow my search a little bit more. But let's just scroll through it a little bit more. Okay, you know what? I don't want to waste all of our times by just scrolling endlessly through these things. So I'm gonna narrow my search a little bit more, and then when I find 2 or 3 that I think would be great to show you guys, I'm gonna grab those. So I'll be back in just a little bit. Give me a few minutes, and I'll be right back. I'm back, and here we have some properties I found that I think are pretty interesting. So first of all, let's take a look at this duplex. And so it's southeast of Rome. This is where I found a lot of properties that are, affordable, I think, and in a smaller town, but still relatively close to the coast. And I think these could potentially work out. So this is the map of where this one is located. Here's the pin in Cori. And let's take a look at the front here. So number 106. Old classic architecture. I didn't notice actually what what year this was made, but nice patio, and look at that beautiful hillside, beautiful trees, nice house next to it, little outdoor sink. Needs little work. 55,000 euros. I'm willing to do a little bit of work, but nice tall ceilings. Maybe we can rip those out. They've got some original ceilings in there. This wall. Yeah. So I mean, look at this. This could be pretty decent. I mean, this is a little bit more than I'd like to spend on something with this much work, but it's also 120 square meters. So I mean, you're looking at what's that? 1,300 square feet, probably. Pretty good size place. Um, so let's just kind of look at some of the specifics here. So it's a large apartment structured on several levels, some historical features, panoramic terrace, 5 rooms, 2 bathrooms, terrace. And Rob, notice I did not search by 2 bathrooms. This happened to be one of them. Needs some renovation, storeroom. And so one of the things I'd have to see if the storeroom is on the ground level where I could park a motorcycle, because that's really something obviously pretty important to me. But individual heating, no lift, that's fine. It's like, I think it looked like it was 2 floors. So this one looks like it could potentially work. Again, I mean, for 55,000 euros, I think there might be some better properties, better values for me. So we'll see. But that's something I think. Let's go ahead and put the old bookmark on that one in Italy, and we can come back and look at that one again. All right. So the next one is this one. They haven't showed the exact address, but a 4-room flat. Looks pretty interesting based on this area that they show me on the map. It looks like it's also southeast of Rome. I think a lot of properties between Rome and the coast here are probably pretty expensive or hard to come by, because I'm guessing there's a lot of people from Rome that would like to have a beachfront place for the weekends or something like that. So, but let's take a look at this already. It's apparently got 5 stars from someone. But look at the kind of older architecture. It looks quite historic. And when you get inside, pretty decent sized place. I mean, when you really look at it, nice sliding glass door, nice patio. I don't know why they chose to take a picture on a rainy day for the patio, and why they included a blurry picture of the kitchen. Maybe that's a representation of the property, but you never know. Nice staircase, open staircase going up. Some exposed, brick. I mean, I'm guessing that's the original construction. If you like that kind of thing. This almost looks like a different apartment or something, because they showed a kitchen in a previous photo. But I mean, it looks like it's livable. I mean, someone's living there now. I don't know why they chose not to make the bed for a photo for the real estate website, but okay, we got a bathroom here and a shower. Looks pretty modern based on the floor plan. 2 floors, 2 bathrooms. There's a bathroom on the main floor and a bathroom on the second floor. So again, Rob, I did not search for specifically a 2 bathrooms, but all right, I don't know if this guy's going to actually show us the property or just show himself. So yeah, we don't need to see that. But let's go back and just kind of see some of the details on this guy here, this property. It says for 46,920 euros, dropped considerably, 38% from 75. So what that tells me as a buyer, that they're motivated, right? So parking included. I don't know if that's a parking spot or a closed comment or closed enclosed parking, but yeah, it looks kind of interesting. 1 and 2 floor apartment, residential use, first, second floor, historic building in Corey. That's where that previous one I showed you was. Um, Closet, bathroom. What else they got here? So 92 square meters. That's a pretty good size. So that's 1,000 square feet. 4 rooms, 2 bathrooms, terrace and balcony. Parking space included. That leads me to believe it's outdoors, so probably wouldn't work for a motorcycle. What I'm looking for, built in 1986, so it's a little bit newer than I would expect. Looks kind of historic. Looks like maybe it's in the historic part of town, but still interesting. I mean, just kind of searching now, so that might be one I want to go take a look at when I get to Italy next month. So let's bookmark that one, and then this is the third one I found. Again, this is southeast of Corey a little bit. Um, this one I like too. I mean, look at this huge panoramic view. It does look like it's kind of like on a plain. It's not really in the mountains, which would be appealing to me. Um, but the property itself, it looks like it's in great shape, ready to move in. I mean, really great photos. Look at all the sunlight. Nice entrance. Um, I mean, you can see from the photos, the place looks like it's in great shape, literally move-in ready. So that's definitely an appealing thing, and this is for 53,000 euros. It's a little bit smaller than the other one, 65 square meters, so we're looking at about 750 square feet probably. But a few steps from the center of town, that's a plus. Let's take a look at the map again real quick, and let me zoom in here. Yeah, so this is the one. Look, there's a restaurant right here, trattoria right here, and this is just Google Maps. So for sure, there's going to be coffee shops around. I think this over here is going to be a supermarket of some sort. So there's a lot nearby. I think that would be fine. I think it'd be great for what I need, and a small town, which is appealing to me too. And actually, there's a museum here, so that's kind of cool. But also, look, really close to the coast, so that's appealing. So yeah, there's another place that might work out okay. So we'll see. Lazio has some things that are definitely appealing to me. I think it's missing maybe a little bit more of that kind of unique architecture, historic feel that I would like. I mean, that's a big part of what I'd like to go to Italy, but we'll see. I'm going to be passing through there. I'm going to meet my buddy Brian in Rome when I'm passing through. So I'm going to be right in the area. So absolutely, let's take a look at some of these properties while I'm there, and we'll see. Um, Thanks for following along.
Hey, and I didn't mention it at the beginning, but once again, thank you everyone for watching my videos. I really appreciate it. I love your comments. Please keep them coming. And for those of you that have subscribed, I really appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. That really helps a lot. And I hope you're enjoying these videos. If you have any comments or suggestions, please, I'd love to hear them. I think that's about it.